TV's News, I'm Shana Esprit, your presenter. In our top stories, WCK Band may not perform at the 2013 World Creole Music Festival. Haitian president hopes for stronger economic ties with Bahamas. Mumbai photojournalist gang raped on assignment. And in sports, Jamaica wins women's T20 cricket competition. Details of these will follow.
Yeah. I know that things are tough, but we will make it out. Dominica, we all gonna make it one day. The pressures of the system make us lose around. Oh yeah, we all gonna make it one day. Yeah, listen now, there's something that I wanna say to you. You get me so angry. Yeah man, this is Emma Moses, and you're watching Sat News, the People's Choice, yeah? Make it bless, make it bless, make it bless. Love.
Two Dominican students say they are now certain on their career paths following their attendance at a 4-week program. The 2013 Student Program for Innovation in Science and Engineering was initiated by the Caribbean Science Foundation and geared at promising students who are interested in exploring careers in science and engineering. 16-year-old Miss Naya George, who recently graduated from the Castle Bruce Secondary School, and 17-year-old Miss Obi Joseph, a student of the Dominica State College, both participated in the program, which was held at the University of West Indies Cave Hill campus in Barbados. The students stated after submitting letters of recommendation from their mathematics and science teachers, in addition to their principal, they wrote 4 different essays on how the program would benefit them, among other requirements. They were only able to attend after receiving a grant of US $6,000 from the United States Embassy in Barbados.
SPICE was really a 4-week intensive programming where you would be exposed to all different types of courses that you weren't exposed to in high school. There's biochemistry, calculus. These are new to us because in Dominica we do not offer these subjects at the high school level. So we were introduced to this, and basically what you know already, that would not matter. They would raise you up to that level where you would challenge yourself, and at that same time you'd have to work your way to get that answer for that problem, and it would really help you to develop your different skills. It would help you to analyze problems better and to further yourself in whatever career field you want to take.
Ms. Joseph explained the program saw the participation of a number of students from 16 Caribbean islands, including St. Kitts, Antigua, Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent, who all possessed different educational backgrounds.
Because of SPICE, I actually was thinking seriously about electrical engineering or electronics engineering, because the robotics and electronics part of SPICE, so it was very interesting to me, and I never expected to be working with a soldering and iron, or working with a drill, or sawing, cutting pipe. Like, you really get hands-on experience. It's a wonderful program. I'm so lucky to be part of it.
What about you?
Yes, I feel very elated, as we said, to be a participant of the SPICE program. The hands-on projects, trust me, it was a plus. The labs were very exciting, especially for biochemistry. We had to test different profiles of human beings for AIDS and influenza, different
But they were
diseases.
simulants, not real. The actual disease, they
Yes.
were simulants.
They were simulants, they were
Yeah.
not real. But it was very exciting, it was informative, and trust me, my knowledge is not broadened because of SPICE, and I really get a direction to what career that I really want to do now.
Ms. George revealed growing up, she aspired to be a chemical engineer, but after attending the SPICE program, she is now leaning towards being a physicist, as she always had a keen interest in physics during high school. Ms. Joseph noted the highlight of the program was building a submarine robot with the capability of moving and navigating underwater, part of a competition where the robots had to pick up balls floating in a tank and release them into a basket. Her group's robot did not perform as expected. However, Miss Georgie's group earned the second place position, an achievement she is proud of, especially as there was a lot of new technology she had to learn to prepare for this construction.
One thing they always stress is not about grades, it's about building yourself. So you see, say, it's not like high school, you have to say, I don't want to do that because I'm afraid I will fail that. Spice is about growing yourself. You don't have to care about grades. I mean, at the end, you have exams, and you have done diagnostic exams at the beginning so that they could place you in a class that will suit you. But Cardinal always said that you don't have to worry about grades. You just, take risks and, apply yourself and, hope for the best. Because it's about exposing yourself to new things and discovering yourself, not about worrying about coming top of the class.
But just to add to what she said, usually in high school, students would normally, we would be more worried about our marks or end results, what we get in the exams. But at Spice, it was different. Getting the answer was not really what it was about. It's working your way towards the answer and understanding what you were actually doing to get to that problem. That was really what the emphasis was on.
The students stated attending this program helped them to choose suitable career paths, taught them time management, and pushed them to further realize their potentials. The students both received certificates of completion at the end of the program. They are appealing to all students between ages 16 to 18 to apply for SPICE Program 2014, as it is certain to broaden their horizons as it relates to career choices and education. It was very difficult to acquire sponsorship from Dominica to attend the program, so the young ladies are appealing to the business community to please try their best to sponsor a student willing to attend the program in 2014. This investment of approximately $6,000 will go a long way as it aids in the education of a young person, and according to the girls, children are the future of tomorrow. In more news, in an effort to foster growth, social development and education among youth on the island, the Youth Development Division has embarked upon various activities over the years. Youth from various districts assembled at the Pierre Charles Secondary School on August 23rd to show appreciation to the volunteers who contributed to a successful 2013 summer program. The program was initiated by the Youth Development Division in collaboration with the United Nations Development Project and DOWASCO under the theme Running with Water.
Our summer volunteerism program, we had two aspects. We had the work study program. We dealt with young persons doing community projects in their various communities. We had about 7 communities that had the work study program, and then we had the summer day camp where 12 communities had an informal classroom setting. The teenagers interacted with the smaller primary school age students.
The program, which has been in existence for a number of years, mainly focuses on working with students at the high school level to help them enhance their developmental skills.
Well, in 2010, the United Nations declared 2013 the Year of Water Cooperation, and we decided that that's a fitting theme, especially being in Dominica with 365 rivers, to use as our summer volunteerism theme this year. We crafted our own local theme around it, Running with Water. So this year we focus on water in terms of disaster risk management, water conservation, water management, protection of the rivers, cleaning of the waterways and beaches.
The students who participated in the summer program said they gained a lot of knowledge that will be beneficial to them in the future.
We learn to be good volunteers, how to socialize better, and hopefully to encourage our youth to volunteer again for the summer program next year.
I have been president of lots of groups due to the training that the summer camp has provided for me. I am currently director, and due to my continuous participation in the past summer day program, it has built me up as a young individual in leadership skills and training and better to deal with children and deal with my peers.
As a young person, I got the opportunity to be on the National Youth Council of Dominica, as well as to work with a lot of young people and to understand the different backgrounds from which they come from, and in terms of team building and socializing.
For somebody who is not interested in taking part in this program, what would you say to them to encourage them to participate?
When you come to the program, you come like some children came nervous, they didn't know what to expect. But when you come to the program, you learn how to do certain things, you learn different life skills, and then you can go back to school and boast with your friends about what it is you learned.
In other news, Minister of Public Works, Energy and Ports, Honorable Rayburn Blackmore, says that the government of Dominica is working on its quest to accomplish the reality of perfect roads in the country by the year 2020. He said although the roads are 65% traversable, this government does not believe it is satisfactory and there is much more work to be done. Mr. Blackmore noted in the 2013 to 2014 national budget, the Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, laid out a road template for works to be carried out on various road networks in Dominica. He explained one of the major arteries they will be focusing on is from Port Cartier to Delices.
In terms of a holistic plan for the eastern part of the country, not only in terms of from Bajab going back into the White River, we have been able to secure, by way of a grant facility from the European Union, $6.5 million. And some major interventions will be undertaken for that segment of the road, that is to say from Bajab going all the way back into White River, a new bridge in the White River area, and of course, as you know, in Boutica, river crossing, in Fiel, in River Sioux area. So a number of very important interventions will take place over there. And as you know, a very vulnerable area that poses tremendous challenges for us. Historically, isn't it, before it grows to the area, and that area is very, very prone to landslide, etc. So we'll be doing some serious excavation and retaining walls, and to ensure that there's protection to the road from the river in that area.
He said this is all part of their plans for the roads on the eastern side of the country. From Port Cartier going back to Casa Bruce, Petit Soufriere and Hatton Gardens all have serious road projects they must undertake. There have been discussions with the World Bank for funding, in addition to the Prime Minister's efforts to source funds from the Chinese government loan facility available for the Caribbean basin to the tune of over $3 billion. The minister noted it will cost an estimated $140 million to properly fix the road from Port Cartier going into Casa Bruce, Petit Soufriere, the Kalinago territory, and the Hatton Garden area.
If we don't do it, who else will do it? So in terms of road development and physical infrastructural development overall, we have been able to articulate a plan as to the way forward. As I said before, and I want to reiterate for emphasis, nothing can be done overnight. What the important thing is to have a plan and to have a vision. And we had spoken about having main roads, by 2020 to 100% in perfect condition. We also looked at the time horizon by 2015 to have 60% of our main road in perfect condition. We can report by the end of October of this year, we would have attained 61%. It means, therefore, we have surpassed our target of 60% by 2015. Now, that is remarkable, but of course, in some cases, remarkable is not good enough, which means, therefore, we still have a lot of work to be done in terms of getting our main road in perfect condition.
Roadworks will also be carried out from Point Michel all the way to Soufriere. An analysis is currently being conducted for this area for ideas as to what type of intervention can be undertaken to mitigate falling rocks. Over the past few years, he stated a lot of work has been done on various roads, especially the Valley Road.
There's still a bottleneck area, that is to say, the intersection of St. Roma and Valley Road. That cliff that's there poses a tremendous threat to both vehicular traffic and pedestrians alike. And we have been able to attract financing from the Caribbean Development Bank for that project. And of course, that is in fact cataloged in our budget for this year, 2013-2014, where we shall be shelving that cliff and extending the sidewalk from Bath Estate all the way into the Community High School area. if we don't do it, then who will do it? We have not heard of any plan from the other side to do nothing but talk. Well, the only plan I've heard of is to disrupt what has started. But if that's the way forward for them, that is all right. But for any genuine Dominican, any true patriot, it cannot be fine.
He said a bypass road will be constructed for the flow of traffic from Emsall to the Dominica Community High School area while they address the cliff issue. The government, he said, is currently undertaking a number of road projects, like those in Loda, to rehabilitate the main road at a cost of $400,000. $300,000 for the Point Baptist Road in Calibishi, roadwork in Jimmet, and the rehabilitation of drains at Purple Turtle and Lagor in Portsmouth. A further $2.5 million is being spent in Cottage for rehabilitation of the road, in addition to the recently started Penville to Viecas road project. In other news, the 17th Annual World Creole Music Festival lineup was launched on Monday, July 29th, where the much-anticipated list of bands and musicians confirmed to perform were unveiled. However, in a weird twist, a band which has been performing since the inception of the festival was not mentioned, nor was it in the list of bands slated to perform. The pioneers of bouyon music, the WCK band and their fans, have been left in the dark as it relates to whether or not the band will perform at this year's festival. On the band's Facebook page, their fans have been expressing their dissatisfaction of the exclusion of the WCK band in this year's lineup for the 17th Annual World Creole Music Festival, stating that they want answers. A source confirmed that the band will not be included in this year's festival, as the Dominica Festival Committee sought to try something new with the festival. The source also stated the WCK band has been performing at the festival for 15 of its 16 years, and bands like Swinging Stars and Midnight Groovers were not in the lineup of the festival for various years, and the WCK band is no different. In light of this, in an exclusive interview with SAT Telecoms, leader of the band, Mr. Keith Goddard, says it has been about a month since the lineup was announced for this year's festival, and they have not yet been contacted by the Dominica Festival Committee as to whether or not they will be performing at this year's festival. He said, by the looks of the situation, this year might be the first year that the band will not be performing at the festival. It would be very disappointing for the fans and for the band not to be given the opportunity to perform at this year's festival, Mr. Goddard explained. He noted that DFC needs to remind themselves on the purpose of the festival to promote Dominica and Dominican music based on his understanding. Since the media launch of the festival a month ago, he said he has been receiving a lot of calls and messages on the band's Facebook page as to why the WCK band is not in this year's Creole Music Festival lineup, which he does not have the answer to. There were signs from the DFC that we may not be contacted this year, but we gave them the benefit of a doubt, he said. He said although some fans have been calling for the boycott of the festival, this is not something he would encourage, as we still need to support the festival.
Who is able to make you jump and dance? Who is able to make you jump and sway? Who is able to make you stand zero? Who is able to make you show through the way? For sure, give me the secret.
In more stories, the first annual Camp Glow graduation, in collaboration with the Better Me, Better You program, conducted by Dr. Peter Seja, came to a close at the Holy Redeemer Retreat House in Egliston today, August 23rd. 20 young girls participated in the Camp Glow program, which ran for 5 weeks, while the Better You, Better Me program ran for 2 weeks. Camp Glow counselor Miss Carrie Katz says the idea for this camp was not a new one. It started many years ago by another Peace Corps volunteer in Romania and has since expanded throughout the world, varying in age and different topics for each country based on its need. For Dominica, the camp focused on leadership and HIV/AIDS. According to Ms. Katz, they wanted to create a safe space for young ladies to be able to connect with other young ladies from across the island and learn some of the necessary skills and better themselves in their community.
Some of the workshops that they have participated in are self-esteem building, conflict resolution, healthy relationship seminars, and HIV awareness. This is in addition to the Better You, Better Me program run by Dr. Peter. They have also had to demonstrate real-life conflict resolution by making new friends and being put into a highly excitable and slightly stressful at times situation here at the camp. Some of the girls have never slept overnight away from their family, and many have never spent so much time so far away from their homes.
She says she is proud of how the girls handle themselves, and it is hoped that the young ladies go out in the communities and share what they have learned and help others. They have had the support of both local and international organizations. The Peace for World Movement, a non-profit organization initiated by Dr. Seja, partners with persons in Canada, Florida, Japan, and Jamaica, as well as the United States. According to Dr. Seja, the aim is to provide persons with information that would help them increase the quality of their lives.
As you know, over about 17 years now, I've been doing a lot of work on the ground in Dominica, working with people to help reduce suffering and improve quality of life. And the Better Me, Better You program is something that I developed with my team to be able to provide young persons, adults, and elders with information that will help them from this point forward be able to increase the quality of their life rather than to decrease it, or to do things that will allow them to become better people. And the idea is that if we become better people ourselves in such a way that makes our family and our community stronger, then we are more likely to realize success over periods of time in our life.
During the summer program, topics including moral leadership development, healthy relationships, rape, sexual intercourse, and health-oriented issues were discussed. He reminded the participants that success happens when preparation meets with opportunity. In more news, companies incorporated in the Commonwealth of Dominica investing in renewable energy or energy efficiency projects or project components now have the opportunity to access special loans at 5% from the Dominica Agricultural, Industrial and Development Bank. Renewable energy sources that will be considered under this special line of credit include solar energy, hydropower, biomass, wind power, geothermal and other energy-saving and energy-efficient ventures. These renewable energy sources must have the potential to reduce energy bills, allow consumers to exercise greater control over energy costs, decrease air pollution and greenhouse gases, and lessen the overall expenses of the state and the private sector while impacting positively on job creation. The Aid Bank is currently collaborating with the Caribbean Development Bank through its technical arm, the Caribbean Technological Consultancy Services Network, on a sensitization seminar in this regard. The bank also announces a concessionary line of credit to complement the project. To develop and expand the pig and poultry industries, which to a large extent is manifested in the establishment of the abattoir facility at Layupak, animals, specifically poultry and pigs, will be prepared for consumption as food products. The Aid Bank is collaborating with the Ministry of Agriculture and Agricultural Investment Unit and the private sector entities to ensure that this exercise is a success. Very soon, the Aid Bank will undertake a sensitization drive to encourage farmers to take advantage of the bank's concessionary line of credit and other products being offered. In addition to a request for the establishment of a hatchery, which will complement the abattoir facility, the bank encourages new and existing private sector entities to use this opportunity to pursue or enhance ancillary projects, including but not limited to the production of animal feed, as this will further strengthen the work of the abattoir facility. In keeping with this mandate, the Aid Bank is pleased to support this project, which will create jobs, generate revenue, reduce the food import bill, and in general impact favorable on the livelihood of farmers, their families, their communities, and the nation as a whole.
Hey, Smokey Cost, aka Non-Stop Rave, alongside with Dynamic Ryan, inviting all to a traditional youth fair which will be held at Newtown Savannah. Dates this Saturday, August 24th, Free entertainment in the morning, games in the afternoon, food cooking on open fire. How cool is this? Healthy family time in a very safe environment. When? A new Down Savannah, me say, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Be there. This Saturday is a non-stop drive, so bring out the kids cause it's a fun full day. New Down Savannah, what the youth them play, cause you know it's summer again.
And in entertainment, a group of Dominicans have collaborated under the guidance of the International Non-Governmental Organization to organize a youth fair with the aim of bringing families together and strengthening community ties in the village of Newtown. The youth fair is scheduled to take place on Saturday, August 24th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Newtown Savannah.
In the morning segment, which will end at about 12:30, we have live entertainment from upcoming artists. We have drama groups, we have speeches by different youth groups that are organized on island, like the National Youth Council, the Youth Division. We have a speech from the Junior Achievers. At the end of the session at 12:30, we'll then move into the entertainment segment where we'll have traditional games, cooking on open fire. It's a traditional setting that we want to create with the young people, where they will be able to experience just having fun in a free environment. We'll have the place well secured with police patrol at regular hours to make sure that everything is going as planned.
Glenda Samuel, one of the organizers, is urging the public, more importantly the youth, to participate.
Because we want to show the youth that there is something positive that you could be engaging in. So we're inviting all the parents to bring their children from early morning, from 9 o'clock. You could make it an entire day's event. Food will be on sale. There will be live music. The place will be rather animated throughout the day. So we're inviting the parents to bring their children, listen to what the groups have to offer, and you could decide with your children which groups you'd want them to be involved in this upcoming school year. And you could also speak with the leaders of the different groups who will also be there, showing their groups. The groups will also be present. The young persons could tell you what they do normally on a regular basis.
The event is the first of its kind, and the organizers hope to make it an annual one. Ms. Samuel said the event is not restricted to only people from Newtown and environs, but is open to the entire country. The fair was organized to coincide with International Youth Day, which was observed on August 12 under the theme Youth Migration, Moving Development Forward.